All right. There we are. Welcome to the second Composing with Coffee live stream. Got my coffee. And thanks for everyone that's joining. Looks like we have 2 watchers. If you're watching on Twitch, I do have the chat open. And if you're on YouTube, I have the chat as well. So feel free to ask questions. Just like last week, what we'll do is we'll just start composing. And if you have a question or have anything, feel free to drop it in the chat and I will answer it. Off the bat, I just listened to the track, so let's do it again. Let's listen to it from the top, get our context where we're at. Hopefully today we can make some progress on this track. Maybe finish it, we'll see, not sure. Like I said, the goal with these streams is only to stream about an hour and a half, 2 hours, no more than 2 hours, because after that people, don't have the time to sit and watch these. So I want to keep them short, quick, and easy. But let's go ahead and listen to it at the top. Hopefully everything sounds good and you can hear everything. Just drop it in the chat, say everything's okay so I know. So it's been a while since I've listened to this. This track has been like gnawing at me the past since we last streamed, so I've been really excited to get back in and start working on it. There's a couple things I heard that I already want to do, so let's get into it and let's start going. So what I'm going to do when we go in, that intro needs some work. We're going to work on that. For right now, we're just going to keep going with this composition so we don't get steamrolled or we don't lose track of focus of the song. But there's one thing I want to add here that I've been hearing right at the beginning. I gotta find it here. There we go. What we want is, now I forgot the name of it. Not Crowtails. We don't want that. We go to synth samples. Mark tree. Want to add a little mark tree going in there. So as you can see with the stream also, I trimmed up this part right here. So you don't see everything, you just see me. Let me know if that looks good or not. All right, so let's get the mark tree in here. With that one. Not too much. See here. All right, let's just try one. It's a little loud. Just a little loud. Sounds like in context without the click. Sounds pretty good. It needs to be tweaked a little bit. Let me see. I can't remember if this one has modulation or not. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just getting up my Metagrid here. On the iPad, I forgot to do it. Settings, mapping, velocity. CC1 is roll dynamics. Okay. Also, I was to say, so I'm gonna try to find a good time to do this. You know, composing right now. I'm gonna work out some times to see what works for everybody. Works for me. So going forward. But I'm gonna try to schedule it with the YouTube scheduler like I did today, so everybody knows when the next stream is, so they can prepare like a couple days in advance. So I'll keep doing that. I think that's good. And also I want to continue doing composer talks as live streams as well. So there's going to be a lot of live streaming, and I'll still do videos, you know, uploads like normal with the quick tips and stuff like that. So those aren't disappearing, but I really want to hit home with the with this live streaming, because I think it's, for this type of style videos that I do, works very well. All right, let me see what this does, the modulation here. Okay, so let's record that. Perfect. Someone in the chat says, do you have orchestral tools percussion? My favorite chimes is in it. No, I don't have orchestral tools percussion. I just have Cinesamples, and then I have Hollywood Orchestra percussion. But yeah, I would love to get orchestral tools. I love their libraries. I have Berlin Woodwinds. I do have that, and I love it. That's my go-to woodwinds currently. But yeah, their libraries are very expensive, you know. And I don't know if this is your first time on the stream, but you know, I'm from the mindset of use what I got and learn what I have before I move on. But I did anybody pick up any good Black Friday deals? I picked up 2. They're not in this template. I was working on my template last night. I actually added the Albion 1 and 2 back to my template, some of the strings and woodwind patches, and then I got performance sample. I think it samples Oceana Choir and River Piano. So far, I like the Oceana Choir. It's pretty cool. Like I said, I use Voxos. That's my go-to right now, but I can see using Oceana definitely. It's very easy to program. It has a good sound. Maybe later in the stream we'll check it out, but yeah, it's not in this template right now. But I was thoroughly impressed. And the River Piano is more like it's like doing arpeggios and stuff like that. So it's kind of like you just hit a key and it does the arpeggios, kind of like a bass, but pretty cool. I got it for like, I think $20 or $30 with the Black Friday deal. But anybody get any good deals out there? I tried to limit myself. I saw myself trying to go down the black hole, but yeah, my philosophy is just get what I need for when I need it. You know, I tend not to, you know, buy stuff just because impulse. Because a lot of the times I see myself buying things and I never use them. You know, that's why I was like, man, I got to use Albion again. I just opened it up and I was like, man, for certain tracks, Albion 1 just works. But actually, I think in this track, I'm using Albion 2. No, I'm using East West. Normally, I like the Flautando in Albion 2 for the strings. Oh, it's so beautiful. Actually works pretty good. We're gonna have to tweak it a little bit. I always like to set my volumes to like 3.5, 4, and then I'll tweak later. I think it comes in a little too early. Hold on. Let me try something here. Sounds a little better. Okay, so what I like to do today is like really hit home and start composing. I know last week it was the first trial run. A lot of talking, which is fine. It's okay, but most people want to see composing, and I'm actually, just to get this out of the way, I'm actually kind of scared what we're gonna do with this track. It's been like haunting me in my mind, like, oh my God, where am I gonna take it? Because like it's crucial. Like we got a good start, and we don't want to ruin it. So I think if we keep it in this context, we keep this vibe that we got going, I think we'll be good. But with composing and with anything, it's just trial and error. All right, let's see here. So I think what I'm going to do, I like the horns coming in there. I hear something else. I think I want to do a string line. Right here. I think I'm going to do a string line that comes in. Maybe violins coming in, or maybe viola to double that oboe. I muted the clarinet last time. I think what we were going to do is we were switch up the color. Yeah, it's like too loud. All right. So I think what we're going to do is this line right here, we're going to double with strings. Maybe an octave. Right now. Right here. Sorry. This part's the flute. Flute's doubling that. And then I think if we go here, maybe we can do a string line. Let's try it. Show all tracks. So I go back and forth using Metagrid and the key commands. I'm starting to learn my key commands for the ones I set up. So sometimes I use my iPad, and sometimes I just use the keyboard to show all tracks. So it's one of those things. All right. Let's try. I'm still learning East-West Hollywood Orchestra because I just got it this year, and still learning how to program it and what strings to use. I'm so used to Cinesamples. Let's try this one. All right. So I think let's gotta pull up, see what my line is here. So it's C, D. Oh yeah, C to F, I think. That, we're gonna do that. All right. Not bad. We got to go in and edit this a little bit. Kind of want to go that to silence. I don't know why it's recording double MIDI notes. Man, I swear I fixed it. Let's see. See, I was using an external MIDI controller, but for some reason it would just mess up my stuff, so I stopped using it. All right, so we don't want. Okay, I'm gonna try something here. I am not gonna fix the MIDI. I'm just gonna leave it. We'll finesse it later. Might need to be, the strings might need to be a little louder, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that track, which I don't like to do, but with second violins, and make those a little bit an octave higher. A little trick out there if you guys don't know, when you do strings like that with melody lines, do them in octaves. Especially, and then another cool little thing you can do, C4, C5, is double them with flutes. Okay, I'm not liking that octave. No. It's too early for that for me. Viola might work. Let's try it. Oh, that's nice. That sounds actually pretty good. All right, let's roll with that. Okay, now comes the fun part. Where do we go next? So can everybody hear, everybody see, everything sound good? I noticed we had a couple of streamers dropping off, so make sure you can hear everything. Chat's kind of dead. I know it's a little early for some people. So another thing we have to think about is structure. What type of structure are we going to do with this track? I think sounds good, no problems. Good, thank you. Random Polygons, that's a cool name. I like that. We have to think about structure, and so we've done the melody one time. Let's see. Or actually twice, sorry. Those strings, they need to be lower. Too loud. 650. Cool. I'm thinking we could take out the woodwinds there and just leave the strings, and then the horn comes in. But I like it so far. But these strings at the beginning they're a little loud. Let's bring the velocities down a little bit. Do I have modulation data? Just trying to remember everything we did. last time. Let's bring these down a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Cool. I turned down that mark tree again a little bit to 650. It was still too loud. Okay, now where do we go from here? So I remember last stream I think we were talking about we could go through the melody again, but we'd have to, at this point, we'd have to change up the melody a little bit. I was thinking about doing it in the second time, changing up the notes. I don't think it's going to work because we're switching up the colors and it's not getting boring. I don't think, at least not to me. You guys might differ. But it's definitely at the second time, I'm like, okay, you got me. Where are we going? So where are we going to go? This is always the toughest part for me. I always get a good 8 bars in. I get really good. Then I'm like, okay, I'll do it again. And then, not writer's block, but just like the, okay, where are we going part, hits me. See, I think it's too early in the piece to change up keys and do all that stuff. So I'm thinking if we keep this pattern the same, do the melody again, but switch up the melody a little bit, kind of deviate from it, I think we'll be okay. And if maybe we do that another 2 times, so that'll be 4 times through the melody. And then at that time, then we can maybe switch it, go to the, I think this is in C minor. Yeah. So we go back, we can go to A major, I think, or something like that. We can maybe do that then. I don't know. So let's just see what we can do here. So let's drag this harp. I have some ideas for the intro as well, but we'll go back to that later. Sometimes I like to leave the intro until last because sometimes you just don't know where the piece is going to go, and sometimes you might be able to connect the intro to the ending or stuff like that. So you just never know. So I always leave it open unless I know specifically, hey, this is what I want to write. Or what we could do is we could do a 4-bar pause here with no melody, kind of taking us a little bit, and then go back into it. We can always do something like that. Kind of a... I'm going to bring these down on those oboes a little bit. And clarinet, they're a little hot. Yeah, look at that. That's a little too much, I think. There we go. Okay. So just extend the chord progression. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe swapping out a chord, changing up the chord a little bit. And then, just doing that, we could actually keep the same melody, but if you change up a chord or 2 in there, it will make it completely sound different. Or you could keep the chord progression, but change up the melody. So there's those 2 options that you can do there. I think what we're going to do here is a little bit of both. See, because you don't want to deviate too much from what you've already established. We have patterns here. And so if I'm going to do the melody, if I'm changing up the melody, I want to keep the same patterns that I've established, but just change the notes. But I think I think we're gonna do it with the chord progression here. Let's see. I gotta remember it. Another tip that works very well is chord tracks. Utilize them, excuse me, as much as possible, because then you can put them up here, and then you don't forget what chords you play. You can always reference. I've been lazy lately, but normally I always do that. So what? Let's see. This is A. I think we're in C. Yeah. I think we talked about last time. That's A minor. Is we were gonna go down. Since we were up in the high register. See, there's another thing you can do. You can drop it an octave, or completely different. I think we were gonna go to horns next, since I brought that horn in. So if we're gonna do that, let's see. We have chords playing. We have violins playing chords there. So then what we could do, if we're gonna go to horns for the melody, we could do trumpet. But see, you don't want it too much. We don't want to come in too powerful. Let's see. Let's give it a shot. Let's try it. All right. So we could do. I'm trying to think what would work well. Cinesamples or east-west? We want something delicate. Let's just try. Let's see what this does. This might be too much. What is that? That was something. Oh, that was something. All right, so that sounds so familiar. I don't know what that is, but that was something. We could still do the harps here. So we're at C3. I'm just trying to think, what do I want to do first? Well, let's try this. Let's just drop this an octave. It's already A2 though. Let's try it. Let's see what it sounds like. Got vibraphones here. Might keep those where they are. Let's see what it sounds like doubled. Yeah, that sounds good. Alright, so we got, let's see this chord progression here. So we got A minor, A minor, D minor. Yeah, so it's A minor. E. I think it's E major. Yeah. C. F. I think it's F. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I have an idea. Do a light timpani roll into that. Very, very light. Try that. Oh, it's too much. Too much. Let's try it. We can edit the MIDI later. It's too long. Oh yeah, way too long. Go. Hey Judge, how you doing? Hi from Paris. Wow. So it must be what, like 7, 8 o'clock at night there? Or no. It's about noon here. But greetings, welcome. Glad you can make it. We're just kind of messing around here. Yeah. Way too loud, way too loud. This one might not work. Yeah, 6:35. That's what I thought. Yeah, 6 or 7. I don't have my iPhone to check the time zone, the time calculation. I don't know if that's gonna work either. It's not bad. I want that low. It might be too low though. Yeah, it's way too low. Might have too much reverb on that. Yeah, we're trying to go into a new section here. See, since I updated to the new Cubase, everything's different from what I'm used to. Right. So what you want to do, I mean, this might be a little too early to do a roll like that. I just wanted to do it very delicately, kind of give it some movement. Instead of doing a cymbal thing. That might work though. I mean, we could bring 9.5 faster. Yeah, the workflow is a little bit faster actually. It's just the color scheme. They changed it a little bit, as you can tell. I mean, I know I can edit it myself, you know, and change all the colors. I just haven't had time. That works. Well, okay. We're getting into programming. I want to compose. So I'm thinking we're going to go horns here. I'm not sure if we're going to put trombones as chords. I think that might be too much. What we could do is because we were doing strings. The strings, we're holding them. What we could do is we can put the chords into maybe a flute, oboe, or clarinet. We'll see. Since this is very delicate, we want to keep it delicate. We want to save the balls to the wall to last, maybe like a big thing at the end, or I don't know. But it's 9.5 faster. Yeah, I think the workflow is becoming faster and quicker. The way that they have everything set up, at least the editing part. They added some new things when you do automation. You can do, I think it's called something curves. I can't think of the name of it. It escapes me. But some curves now, you can curve the actual automation thing, which is really great. So yeah, it's just I haven't spent too much time because I think I just upgraded this before our last stream that we did, and I haven't really dug deep into it. I was working on my template last night, getting some new stuff in there. This isn't my the newest template because I started this track before I upgraded, and got some new stuff for Black Friday. Anybody got any good deals for Black Friday? I know I asked earlier, but just curious. I mean, we could do a bass hit there, a bass drum hit, but you want to save that stuff. Save it till later, because I'm telling you that roll might be too much. I might take it out. And we could put the Mark tree back in, but I'm trying to. I mean, we could do a cymbal roll, I guess. I mean, we could. Sometimes you just want to stay away from, what the cliche. It's not really cliche, but you know what I mean. Everybody does it. You didn't get anything cool for Black Friday? Yeah, I didn't get too much. I got two things, like I said, Oceana and River Piano from Performance Samples. That was the only thing that really stuck out. I was like, man, I don't really have like a lot of choir libraries, and it was a good deal, so I pulled the trigger. But I have what I have, and I like what I have. So we want something delicate. Let's try this one. I mean, I got all my bases pretty much covered. That's how I look at sample libraries. Alright, so they all sound about the same. So let's just give it a shot. See what works. We can always edit it and turn down the volume. That's weird. I thought the sample kept going. I was like, wait a minute, doesn't it cut off? So we gotta line this up a little bit. Yeah, see, what I like to do is I like to extend my MIDI out. So, because think about it, when somebody... What you want to do is to give that tail. Because in a real situation, there's going to be a tail when they hit those cymbals. So that's why I like to extend it a little bit further and then just trail it off with the volume or with the modulation. All right, hold on. This is really bothering me. I don't know why it's doing that. All right, so let's get some modulation in here. What I like to do is I like to give it a little right there, and then I'll like to come down and let's end it right there. This might be too much. I don't know. Now it's just, I don't know. I might take this out. Okay. Yeah, that's a little better. See, it's a little quieter. I might have to turn it up just a tad. That might be a little too much. Let's try 4. All right, that's good. Yeah, I mean, I might take out these timpanis. I don't know. Let's mute it. See what it sounds like without them. Maybe I might take out the timpani hit. All right, so that was without it. Let's see what it sounds like with it. I think I actually prefer it without it. Just that symbol, I think, works fine. Okay. Let's see. So we were going to do the melody in the and horns. Let me take this. I freaking can't remember the melody. Okay, there we go. I think we're going to keep that part because that's kind of like a hook. So we'll do. Do something like that. So here's the boring part, watching me compose. Actually, like that. That's kind of cool. So if you didn't catch what I did there, I played the piano line. I wasn't recording. If you hit Shift, what is that? The num asterisk on your keypad, it does retrospective record, and it record anything that you played in. Very helpful. I have a video a quick tips about it. It's retrospective record, MIDI record, if you want to see how that works. So let's see, we go. Okay, let me see my chords. It's G, do I play a G? Play an A, an E. That's A minor. We could change that chord up. Set playing A minor, we can do. Let's see. Could do a C there. I don't know about that though. Let's try C. Let's try playing C. No, I don't like that. We'll keep it. That first note, it's held too long. Just sounds like I'm not liking it. I gotta fix those, but I don't know. This is not working for me. trying something here. I don't know, what do you guys think? Out of coffee. This is what I struggle with as a composer. I don't know if this is what everybody experiences themselves. Like you get on a roll, you get going. I guess it doesn't help that like when we initially started this track, now it's like a few days later, you know, different context and everything. Am I dropping frames? Oh, I don't have. I'm still on Wi-Fi. Dang it! I don't know why my computer does that. But this is one thing I struggle with. This is probably what a lot of people struggle with. You get on a good, you know, you get, like I said, you get a good 16 bars in, you get your first melody, you got everything, and then it's just like, okay, where do we go from here? So it's a lot of just trial and error and pushing through. Eventually you'll get that breakthrough. To get that melody that I had in the beginning with the first melody, I think it took me about an hour or two just to get that melody to sound right for me. Because initially the way this piece started, that's not how it sounded at first, but it took a while to, you know, I kind of look at it as a sculptor. They have a, you know, a big block of clay, and all they do is just peel away the layers over time, and eventually, you know, the melody or your composition will, you know, kind of expose itself, and that's what happens. So a lot of it's just, like I always say, it's like watching somebody compose is like watching paint dry, because it literally, you know, not to sound, you know, negative, but it literally is, because you're trying, you know, it's like throwing spaghetti at the wall, and what's going to stick? I mean, the more you do this and the better you get at it, you know, I'm guessing that probably doesn't happen as much. And plus, you know, I'm not a keyboard player, so I can't play all the parts normally, which would probably help, which I'm working on. Is everybody still out there? I just want to see the chat. Just kind of take a little break here. Let's listen to everything in context. Like I said, this intro needs to get reworked a little bit. It's not finished. It's not even started. This is just what I put down. So let's take a listen here. Now that I've heard it in context, I don't know if we should go to horns here. Thinking maybe we should go up to strings doing the melody line, because we did bring a string in and we brought the horn in to accent, but I don't know. I'm thinking now that the horn, that maybe the horn needs to be, you know, kind of played and programmed a little bit better. It's kind of rough, but I'm thinking maybe strings. I don't know. This is a tough one, because the piece initially, you know, if you listen to it, it's very delicate, very, you know, and then we kind of want to keep that quality about it. It just feels too abrupt with the horns. I see again here. I really like the wood. I love it. It's missing something. Delicate horns, yeah, definitely. It needs some delicate horns. That's why I was doing the solo horn, but maybe this horn just won't. Maybe this Cinesamples one's not gonna work for this section, so we might have to try east west. I'm thinking the horns will work. I think what's getting me here is there's a hole. I got this nice, pretty, shimmery thing up at the top, and there's nothing really in the bottom. Plus, I didn't bring over the bases here. That might be it too. Let's see how that sounds with the basses. And I don't even have the cello pizzicato. Sounds great so far. Thank you. Appreciate it. Maybe if we leave those basses in there. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, we were missing that bottom end. That's what happened. The bottom end kind of fell out. But I'm thinking, let me see here. I'm going to save real quick. Try to have something that the chat says. I would try to change tempo of harp piano to run faster, like the vibe. Oh, so change up the tempo. Maybe do a different arpeggiation. Maybe. Yeah, I know what you're saying. That's what I was thinking too. That's why I started playing around with the piano part. That's what I was doing. I was like, maybe if I do something like that, put some extra notes in there to move it a little faster. Yeah, I was thinking that too. We'll try that here in a second. He thinks it'd bring so much more out of the melody. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll definitely put that on our thing here. Yeah, I was definitely going for it. Trust me. I have like 5 different things I want to do here. I'm just trying to narrow it down. I think the horn will work. I really do. I think it will work. We just need to finesse it a little better. Maybe choose a different sample. But yeah, put some more movement into the chords. I was thinking some pizzicato stuff, or maybe some staccato strings, or maybe we can do woods doing some movement. Since we dropped the woods, now we're going brass. We can do woods doing some chord stuff or some of that. So yeah, definitely, I definitely hear that and feel that. So let's try to do that. Like I said, we just hit an hour, so we'll keep streaming for a little bit. But like I said, I like to keep this under 2 hours, no more than 2 hours. We'll see. I mean, if I'm really into it, maybe. There's just no rush. Can you turn it again whole? I'm not sure what you mean there. Can I turn it again whole? Can you be a little more specific? Oh, you want to listen to the whole thing? Okay, yeah. Let's play it again. Let's get the context here. So the beginning, just to paraphrase, if you're just joining, the beginning needs work. I just slapped it together. But like I said, I normally do that later to kind of just to fill it in. But here we go. So that cymbal, what I'm hearing too is it needs to drop a little more. Let's see. We need to cut it off a little bit sooner. All right, here's a little trick. Little trick, put some automation in there. Oh, that's way too much. Too much. Slide it out. See right there? This is something that they did right here. So now you can bend these. This is what the 9.5 update. Now, if they can put this in with MIDI, like modulation in your volume curves, if they put this in, hopefully in version 10, game changer. This will be amazing for MIDI editing. Okay, that's way too much. Let's bring this back. Bring this back. Bring this here. Okay. I don't know. We'll finesse that later. But yeah, to make it bend those curves, if they put that functionality in with the editing purposes here, you know, down here to be able to do that down in this. Oh God, please Steinberg. I'm sure they will, but they have to give us people a reason to upgrade. But thank you, Antonio. Antonio says, well done. I think it could be good. Awesome. I think it too. This is when I first started writing this piece. There was just something about it. I had this feeling. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's something here. I don't get that all the time with my pieces. One thing here, well, it's a side note. You know, if you're a new composer, you know what I mean, and you know you're just getting started in this. Like I said, I've been knocking at this now for about 2 years. Virtual sample library, orchestral stuff like this. So I'm still learning myself. I don't consider myself a professional, or you know what I mean. Like you know, I'm learning too, just like everybody else. But I like to share what I've learned and help others out because I remember when I was struggling. I'm a guitar player. I've been playing guitar now for over 20 years, you know, so that's my world, you know, rock, metal, that's my world. But, you know, I just forgot what I was going to talk about. It was very important. Oh man, I was reading chat. I would also turn on velocity of the piano, especially, yeah, at the beginning. Like I said, I haven't messed with that. Let's see here. Like I said, that beginning part really needs some work. I just slapped it together, was you know, building stuff here. I'm doing great. Thank you. Yeah, it's come a long way, man. Like but yeah, this piece, well, now I remember what I was going to talk about. When you're writing pieces, about 98 to 99% of the stuff you will write will be crap. Just if you accept that right off the beginning and don't get down on yourself, you'll be a better composer for it. So just keep that in mind. About 90-something% of what you write, it's just going to be garbage. But you have to write it to grow and to get better. So yeah, don't get discouraged. I've been needing this piece to come out of me, like, because the last couple of stuff I've been writing, I couldn't finish. It was just, and always try to finish your pieces, even if you hate it. Just try to finish it because you'll learn some stuff too. But yeah, this piece, when I first started, like I said, the first stream we did, I already had like the first part of it, and because I wrote it like the night before, and I was like, wait a minute, let's take a stop and let's do a live stream on this because it just felt like it needed to be. So that's where we're at, and plus the Unicorda, the piano, I just got it because I upgraded Complete to Complete 11, and I got it, and I was like, man, I gotta write a track with this. So that's that. But yeah, there's some little wise of wisdoms that I've learned along the way is, most of the stuff you write is going to sound like crap, but you have to write it. You got to write it to get to the good ones. Now I think that now that symbol, it dies too soon. Here I was thinking I was making something cool. Hold on, this is what we'll do. We'll just extend it a little bit. All right. So that horn needs to be delicate. Let's turn down the volume a little bit. I always set my volumes to like 3.5 when I'm first initially doing stuff, because it's not too loud. It doesn't bring it down too much, but it gets in that nice range where it's like, okay, I can tell a difference. It's not at 0, All right, let's see how that sounds. Yeah. Okay, so I just kind of think of something like I'm hearing that piano, like ding ding. Maybe we can do some ding 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 or something. But let's go back to what we said we were going to do. We're starting to get off course here. Let's change up the harp here. Let's change up the rhythm. Might be too low. That might be too low. Let's try here. That's what I want to do. Also, another thing I'm trying to get over is don't overthink it, man. Don't overcomplicate. We as composers tend to, oh, it can't be that. It can't be that simple. Yeah, it can. So, double the tempo. Try make them following. Make them falling. Double the tempo. I know what you mean. So we want to go. You want to go down. That's what you're meaning, right? Instead of going up, go down. Yeah. I know what you mean. Can I do that? Your English? No, it's fine. I know what you mean. Oops. I want to hear what this sounds like first. Actually, I want to get rid of the harp. I'm going to try something else. I can hear it. I can just hear it. I'm hoping this is going to work. We'll see. I can either do the Glock Or I can do the celeste. Glock might be too much. Let's try celeste. It's too loud though. Jeez. For some reason, that Cinesamples, man, that celeste is freaking loud. Let's see this here. Make sure it's not contact. No, it's at 0. I hear it in my head. I hear it in my head, but I can't. This is why I need to work on connecting the head to the hands. I'm very tactile, and like I said, like I'm a guitar player, so I'm used to just playing it on the guitar, and I'm not a keyboard player, so I struggle. God, it's freaking loud, man. That celeste is. Let's try 6.5. Still pretty loud. I don't know. I don't know if the celeste is gonna work here. So we could do something like that, like little rolls. This is my fear. I'm gonna screw the track up. Oh man. Let's try it. I don't like that, man. You think that's a good idea? I think we have to scrolls. Yeah. Let's try it. Let's run with it. Let's see what we can do here. Fix velocity, which we don't want to do, but for right now we're going to do that. And yeah, play with the velocities. Yeah, that's what I do. That thing is hot, man. I don't know why that. Hold on. Let me hold on. This might not be this one might not be the right one. Let me try east west. Celeste. Yeah, there we go. East west one's a lot better. Yeah, that freaking. Yeah, for some reason, man, that Cinesample one is that, and the Glock is very like just in your face. There we go. Perfect. All right, let's try it. Remember, I'm not a keyboard player. I don't like that. Hold on. What did I do? What did I do? I think that's too high. try that. We're a little early. Yeah, turn them down. Yeah, I'm just trying to get it in there to see what I'm doing first, and then we'll edit it. That's another thing. I don't read music. I'm trying. I'm learning. So, hold on. I want that there. So like my rhythm and stuff might be off. That's a triplet, isn't it? Da-da-da-da? Yeah. I think. Try 16. It's like I know what I want to do in my head. Why is that doing? Does anybody know why that's doing double MIDI notes? Is there a setting or something I can? What I think I'm gonna do is I might space this out instead of doing the triad like that. Yeah, we definitely need to get the velocities, fixed velocities. Bring those down. We just want some sparkle. We kind of want like that, like a little roll. Maybe take that one out. This is what's not fun. Gotta see something here. Sure, throw out any ideas you want. I know what I want. Like I hear it in my head, but go ahead, throw it out. This is sometimes I have problems executing it because I can't play it. That's what I want. That. So let's try it. Let's hold on. Okay. Uh-oh. Stuck note. I hate when that happens. He says that is great. Velocity down almost to 0 and it's perfect. And I would add some harp rhythm to mix it up. Mix it with the rhythm of the pizzicato. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, right now, like, yeah, these velocities are just, they're way too hot. So let's bring it down. Let's try that. Can't hear it. Maybe bring them up a little. Need them up a little. Let's try that. Ooh, man, those are sensitive. There we go. Let's try. Okay, cool. So as you can see, some of my weak points as being a composer, like this style, you know, I mean, definitely not my, you know. That sounds good though, I think. Let's try a little bit lower. Hey Jazz Rock, how you doing? Thanks for joining the stream. From Germany, great. Got a lot of people from Europe today. I had somebody from Paris, now Germany. Cool. It's great. This is so cool that we can, you know, stream and everybody from around the world, you know, can join in. It's awesome. And I try to pick a time that I know that works well for Europe and stuff like that. That's why I did it kind of early. I don't know if this is going to be the day, but we're about an hour and a half in. Let's continue about another half hour stream. Like I said, I want to keep this no more than 2 hours because I think, you know, after a while, you know, if people are going to go back and rewatch this, you know, after 2, 3, 4 hours, you know, people just kind of tune out after a while. I would watch it, you know, but I like to keep these in little chunks just so, you know. And it gives us, you know, every week, because like I said, what my goal with composing with coffee is, I had coffee but I drank it all, is it's kind of like try to get like a weekly live series of me composing, because I know that's what a lot of people want to see. And you know, so we'll work on a piece. I think the consensus is we'll keep working on pieces until we finish them, and then we'll start a new one, because I thought, you know, every week we could start a new piece, but that, you know, we'll never finish anything. And so I think what we'll do is just keep this as an ongoing series, and, you know, you'll get to see me struggle as a composer, and, you know, what it's really like to be a composer, you know. Great. I'm awesome. I love sharing. That's one thing when I first started out doing this, not a lot of people were doing this and showing things and quick tips. I've just kind of had to stumble along the way and learn, and that's why I'm sharing with everybody. I'm trying to help out the new guys and maybe seasoned guys, you know, because I know me, I like to look at other people's approaches, you know, and I love watching their live streams to see how they compose, and I pick up tricks and stuff. So I hope I can do that for you as well. But yeah, that's the goal with the channel and everything. It's not just me. It's the community that we're building here, and it's slowly building. I'm amazed that we just hit 800. And I think last I checked was 812. That's crazy. I mean, it's awesome. I really appreciate it, and I'm humbled. And I didn't think a lot of people would, you know, really care. But now I'm trying to grow the channel here and trying to make some cooler stuff, and, you know, build a community. So I'm glad you're here, especially from Germany too. That's awesome. I have a lot of European subscribers, I've noticed, so that's cool. Love it. All right, so let's get back into this. Right there. So we're gonna hesitate that. Dun. We'll do the perfect. I'm hearing it now. I'm hearing it. question is, I use Cubase 9.5 and Omnisphere 2. Yes, it's a step-by-step thing, like a cue. Yep. Yeah, I have Omnisphere 2. It's in my template. Love it, man. Omnisphere 2, you cannot go wrong. There's so many things in there. My next video for Hidden Gems is going to be for Omnisphere 2, so be on the lookout for that. I'll probably do that video this week. I'm getting caught up into this live stream. I love this live streaming, and that's the new format, I think, too, for Composer Talk as well, is going to be live streaming so we can have a dialogue on topics and stuff. I know because the last one I did about do we regret buying sample libraries, a lot of people loved it, and we talked about a lot of good stuff. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. But I love doing Hidden Gems. But yeah, Omnisphere 2 is amazing. All right, so what we're going to do here, I think we're going to go. Yeah, so we're going to do it on that then. You'll see what I mean. That didn't make sense. That wasn't even a sentence. I think it's. Oh, I gotta look at the piano. No harp. Okay. Might not work. Yeah, it's the best plugin ever. If you don't know, watch Plugin Guru's videos for his last cello library. Amazing what he did. I think I'm subscribed to him. I think. I'm pretty sure I am. Why doesn't that sound good? Oof. We might have some wrong notes here. That's why. Yeah, I believe I'm subscribed to him. He makes libraries, right, for Omnisphere. He makes packs for Omnisphere. Yeah, I'm subscribed to him. Yeah, it's amazing what he does. There's another guy, The Unfinished. Check him out if you're not already. He does packs too for Omnisphere, they're amazing. Oh, but he explains how he did it. Yeah, that's always a plus. You know, I like people that are willing to share how they do stuff so we can learn, and you know, they're not afraid. Like that's why I'm showing you what I do. You know The Unfinished? Yeah. I have a few of his stuff and I love it. But that's why I don't hide. Like I'm willing to show everybody what I use, you know, because I want to help people. I don't like people that are secretive, like, oh, I can't show you. It's like, because think about it this way. I could give you the same tools. You can use the same palette as I'm using, and your tracks will not sound like mine. It might sound similar, but, you know, I don't think like you. I don't choose the same melodic, you know, notes and chords and everything like that. So I don't get afraid about that. You know, you can emulate someone, but you can't be somebody. Everybody can try to be Hans Zimmer and John Williams, but you'll always know that there's something missing. You know, you're just like, nah, it just doesn't sound like him. Who wants to be a clone anyway? The timing sounds off on that Celeste, doesn't it? I might need to move it a little bit. The first one's perfect. It's like right on. I don't know why this one is not. Let's just maybe bump it a tad. Let's see what that does. Huh, weird. No. That horn's starting to drive me freaking crazy. Because it's like, it starts something. I'm like, okay, just play something. I think I'm using something right here. An Omnisphere, actually. No, this isn't. This is scoring guitars. You know, I had this thought. I think it was last night or something about composing with coffee. It's kind of like a podcast, like a weekly podcast of composing, and that's kind of my idea behind it. You know, because I really like Joe Rogan, his podcast, how he does his video stuff and questions, and so I was like, well, how can we do something like that with composing? And so this is it. This is a work in progress. So we're gonna stumble, but it's gonna get better the more we do this. And all right, what are we at? We're about an hour and 36. I think we're gonna put some more stuff in there, more movement. I've got that horn out of the way because I have to hear, you know, how it sounds. Okay, cool. I'll take a look in a sec. Let me finish this thought right here. This, I don't know why that's weird. Like, why that? All right. Let's see. We took out the harp. B-E-G. Does anybody know why Cubase would be doing double notes when I record MIDI notes? How to fix it? I swear I fixed this before. What's a nice tone? The Celeste? Yeah, I was using the Cinesamples one, and this is East West Hollywood Orchestra, man. I'm telling you, people will sit here and bash East West, man. No, they have great libraries. Great libraries. I hear it all the time. I'll never touch East West. It's like, man, you don't know what you're missing, dude. They have some very awesome libraries. Like I said, I bought the East West Hollywood Orchestra Diamond. I think I got it earlier this year, And I mean, it's a freaking old library, you know? And I use it all the time. I love it. Like the brass stuff and strings, you gotta really like program it. You know, you gotta really finesse it and stuff. But like once you learn it and you get like, if you use expression maps, go that route. Especially with the brass, you can get some really nice sounds. I mean, just oh man. So don't let anybody ever tell you like, oh, don't use that, because I think where East West got a lot of bad rap was play when it first came out. Is it a loop you made and send the MIDI back to the keyboard? What loop? Are you talking about what he sent me? And Tony, which one are you talking about? The tone of the Celeste? Oh, that piano? The piano is the Unicorda felt. That's what that little sparkle is. I love that thing. No, there's no loops here. I programmed it all. There's no loops. It's the Unicorda right here, this thing. You're probably hearing this. Is that what you're hearing? I'm thinking of... Is that the one you're hearing? That's what that is, if that's what you're thinking. And then I have the Celeste doing this. Your tone. I'm not following you. What do you mean by tone? The tone of the music? Oh, yeah. Sorry, freaking Christ. We have too many different conversations here. Yeah. The MIDI notes. Yeah, when I'm recording the MIDI notes with the keyboard, yeah, it's doubling the notes. It's recording 2 MIDI notes instead of just 1. I don't know why. Must be a setting or something. I'm only using 1 keyboard. Yes, jazz. That's correct. Yes. Your tone. So you like the Celeste? Yeah. The tone of that, man, it's amazing. And that's Hollywood Orchestra is what I'm using there. This one right here. It's a loop? Okay. I know what you mean. So it's a loop within Cubase. But here it is. This is what I'm using. Percussion. I think it's in metals. Maybe not. Wood, sorry. Yeah, I'm using this patch right there, the Celeste. No, it's not your fault. We just had 2 conversation goings at once. Oh, Celeste and piano. Yeah. So it's the Unicorda. Yeah, so this one, the Unicorda and the Celeste together. Yep. This thing, if you don't have Complete 11 and you're thinking about upgrading, I would upgrade just for this one, or just buy this. Just buy this freaking plugin, man. It's awesome. I mean, if you like the Spitfire, I did a video, soft piano, the Lab Spitfire Lab piano. If you like that thing, definitely pick this thing up. It's different. It's got a different tone, but it sounds like a piano with the Spitfire piano on top of it. It almost sounds organy. Kind of, but man, that thing is beautiful. But yeah, that's what that is. Sorry, when you guys are saying loops, I thought you meant I put a loop in the track, like I had a loop going. No. Sorry, my mistake. Yeah, I don't know why I have to probably look at my settings. Cool. I just got your email. All right, that one sounded a little off. Did it not? Something's off right there. Bar 31 on the piano. Oh, I see the basses. I have them dun 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 there. Cool. Yeah. Unicorda, man. If you don't have it, I would just run over to Native Instruments. If they're still having, they might be having a Cyber Monday deal. You might be able to get a good price for it. Just buy it. I'm telling you, or do the upgrade. Oh man, it's awesome. I mean, price alone for that thing. I think here, we'll let me open it right here. You can see I have these are the new libraries I got from upgrading, but we'll open it up here so you guys can see it. Yeah, I'll play it here in a sec. I mean, this is it. You get 3 patches, but that felt one's amazing. I love it. So, totally worth it to me. All right, so we're going to play everything. I don't have anything going. I just have the horn muted, I think. I think what I need to do is bring that to less when I go, instead of going higher, like you said, go lower, maybe, because it's getting too high and it's getting too sparkly. But that's everything so far. That's as far as we've gotten. I got to work on the melody. But so far, now the horn. Remember at first I was kind of skeptical about that horn. I was like, I don't know. But now that we put some sparkles and stuff onto it, it actually works, I think. Yeah. Now we need to finish the freaking melody. But there's some things going on here that, I don't know, sounds off to me. I was just trying to get the background, the chords and everything working. So I'm going to turn the horn off because the horn was bothering me. We got to finish this part. So let's finish this part real quick. All right, we're on 30. So 33. Let me find out what chord I'm playing. I should know this, but I don't. Okay, so this is the C. C. Oh, this is F. Okay, F. Okay. Jazz Rock says it's like painting. You add a new layer and it changes the whole atmosphere of the piece. I cannot agree more. Yeah, it definitely does. And like a reference I made earlier, I don't know if you caught it when you were here. I said like, composing is a lot like sculpting. You basically have a block of clay and you're just peeling away layers of the clay, and eventually just things magically happen. And a lot happens to me from time to time. Is like when I initially set out to compose something, I have it in my head, like, this is what's going to be. And then all of a sudden, like, it just completely takes on its own characteristic. This piece definitely is already starting to go beyond where I thought. And what I can think a learning thing we can have here with people that are new to composing, let it happen. Let that happen. I'm a journey composer. I'm kind of along for the journey, and I don't really set out too much, at the beginning, which sometimes hurts me. But that's why I'm trying to do the piano sketch track to kind of lay everything out. You put variation, the rhythm, yeah, me too. I think we need to change up some notes with the bass. I just put it in there because I needed something to follow. But yeah, like I was saying, like I'm a journey composer, and I just kind of let it happen and let it unfold and it, be a part of it and see what happens. Sometimes not, and sometimes I actually know exactly what I want to do, but most of the time it's just, so let that, if you're new to this, don't let that discourage you. Just let it happen. Let it be organic. Yeah, we'll get to the bass part. We got to iron this out. This almost sounds like an Elfman piece. Like, not Elfman, but what I mean, like Elfman-esque. A little bit, I think. All right. More strings. More stuff. Where the frick is the percussion, man? Where's the taikos and stuff? Maybe we'll put some strings in the bed. All right, C. So we're on the C note. Maybe we'll do the F here and some degen. Yeah, we need some freaking guitar, dude. We might be able to put some guitars in here. That's one thing. I'm not very good at recording audio in Cubase because I've never really done it. Like, I used to use Logic, and I switched to Logic about a year ago, I think, or from Logic to Cubase. Haven't looked back, but I was so used to because I used to record my guitars, and since I moved to Cubase, I've been doing everything in MIDI, and I'm like, more cowbells. Yeah, more cowbells, man. So freaking, I don't even know how to record audio in this. I've never really done it. I tried to set it up one time, and I didn't really get really good results. So that's something I gotta play. No, man, don't worry about it. You're not wasting my time. This is what this is for. It's to see me compose and see me struggle, just like you guys. And this is a community, and I want to have people talk, ask questions, add suggestions. No, you're not wasting my time. This is what this is. This is like a podcast, but it's a community thing. It's all good, man. Don't worry about it. We'll finish it. That's not my goal. My goal is not to finish pieces, like to do a stream and like, oh my God, we got to finish this piece by the end of the stream. No, this is going to be an ongoing thing. This is going to be organic. You're going to see me struggle. There's going to be times I hit walls, all that stuff. But like, my thing is, we're going to try to keep this at 2 hours, no more. And then the next stream, we're going to pick up from where we left off. And this is going to be a process. We're going to watch the process unfold. So, because I want to see composers, like new people starting out and people that, hey man, we all struggle with the same stuff. So it's kind of pulling the curtain back, seeing the man behind the curtain. How is it being made? And a lot of it, like I say, is watching paint dry. It's boring. But, you guys keep it real for me, and I love it. So no, you're not wasting my time. So I'm thinking about when I'm doing those, maybe putting some notes in between there with the celeste or something else. I'm thinking this little idea I've had. I like that, more cowbell. Dude, we should totally put somewhere in this piece like one cowbell hit. I don't even know if I have a cowboy sample library. Just put one freaking thing in there. That'd be hilarious. Oh, my little secret weapon. We didn't put it here. We did this last stream, but my little secret weapon sometimes for these little delegate pieces is to put a finger symbol. Watch this. Listen to this. I just put it in. You can't even hear it, but there's like a little sparkle in there somewhere. All right. The only problem is I do have ADD sometimes, and like talking, I'll go off somewhere else. So we got to keep the train on the track. So just steer me in, chat. Like if I start going completely out of, off the rails. Man, that's pretty. So poo-poo on those people that think East-West sucks. Yeah, we need to get that bass line. That's what's screwing that up, is that bass. I totally agree. So what we'll do, almost okay, we have about 5 minutes. We're hitting 2 hours. Man, I hate to. I'll say we'll end it at 2 hours. I think we're good. We've done a lot today. We're at about 1:15. We're moving the piece along. You love East West pianos? Yeah, I have those too. I actually bought, I think I told you this last time. I bought East West pianos way back, probably 2009 or 10, and I got the freaking box, it's up in my closet, I think. It's freaking like this thick, the box of East West pianos, and I had the CDs. I had like freaking, I swear to God, there's probably 40 CDs that came with it to install it. It freaking takes like 12 hours to install on your computer. Yeah, I love it too. They're in my template. I use from time to time. But yeah, I think we're gonna at 2. We're about an hour and 56. I think at 2 we'll end it for today's stream. And next week, like I said at the everybody that's watching, I said at the beginning, if you didn't catch it, what I'm gonna try to do is I'll schedule the streams so you guys get notifications when the next stream is going to be. So I'll put that schedule ahead of time. I'll try to do it at least 2 or 3 days ahead of time. Sometimes I have to work out with my schedule. And like I said, I'm going to try to nail a day that works well for everybody. Because I think eventually this is going to move to a weekend thing, probably on a Saturday or Sunday morning. We'll see. We'll see what the community thinks. But no, I appreciate everybody joining and talking. And this was my goal. We're going to grow this. We're going to get everybody in here. And this is going to be cool. But I hope you guys enjoy it, I'm always worried about that. Am I interesting? All right, so since we're going to end here a little bit, let's start from the beginning. Let's preface this is, remember, the intro is not written yet. This is very rough. So let's listen to what we got in full context. Let me save. And Beach Ball of Death. And here we go. Cool. Yeah. So I got comments here. Don't give up. Just keep going. Stream was good. Be yourself, and it is perfect. Cool. Appreciate it. I love feedback. Like I said, you guys can give me feedback at any time. Let me know. It helps me out. So let's do our closing here. There was some couple notes bad. I think it sounds really cool. Okay, cool. Jazz Rock says, yeah, I saw this and came because of the notification. Please don't schedule on Saturday noon Pacific time when Plugin Group does his every Saturday. Okay. Yeah, it'll probably be a Sunday or something. We'll see. I mean, it might even be a nighttime stream. I don't know. We'll have to work it out, but we'll see. Yeah, but so far I think the track's sounding cool. And definitely we got something to work with here. I forgot to put the horns in for that part we were working on when I just played it back, but it's okay. But anyway, so let's do the closing. We're about 2 hours. like I said, I appreciate everybody that's joined the stream. If you've made it this far in the replay, I appreciate it. If you have any critical feedback or anything you'd like to see on the future streams of Composing with Coffee, just throw those down in the comment section. If you're new to this channel and watching it, please hit the subscribe button. And if you like this video and you want to see more of these, just hit the like button. And as always, we're trying to build a community here. And I hope, like I said, I hope everything was enjoyable. My goal here is to make composing made simple. That's my mantra. And yeah, so if also head over to my website, toddkedwards.com. I'm doing some stuff there. I'm actually working on some things to help everybody. I'm working on a buyer's guide. And I also offer some consulting with template work. So if you're interested in, getting help with your template, I'm more than willing to help you out with that, give you some tips and tricks and show you some stuff. I'm setting it up. I will definitely give you, we can work out the details, but I will definitely work with you through the whole setup process and help you along the way. Just check that on the website. But as always, I appreciate everybody joining this to the live stream, and we'll catch you on the next one. Like I said, we'll do a schedule. I'll have a schedule so you know when it's going to be. But as that, I'll see you guys on the next one. I really appreciate it. Thank you.